thank you for joining me, no matter where you may be. Here we got a third day of rain, stormy weather. It's September 20th, 2025, and the waves of the Caribbean are churning with more than just salt and sea spray. They're carrying the echoes of explosions, a splash of contraband sinking into the depths, and a bold roar of a nation saying enough. Today I'm diving into the U.S. military's third precision strike an alleged drug boat out of Venezuela. This isn't just another bust, it's full throttle escalation in President Trump's war on the narco terrorists poisoning our streets. Buckle up, I'm going to jump into the facts, the fallout, and what it means for us. It all kicked off on September 2nd with Strike 1, a kinetic takedown in international waters, where U.S. forces lit up a go-fast vessel tied to the brutal Trinidad cartel. President Trump himself dropped the video on Truth Social, a motorboat zipping across the swells before erupting in flames. 11 alleged traffickers down, no American casualties, and bags of what the White House called pure poison, cocaine and fentanyl, bobbing in the wake. Myself personally, I think it's more than the drugs coming from South America. I think it's got to do with the resources, the oil, also the fact that Russia has been supplying Venezuela with weapons. What do you think? Do you think it's about the drugs or the multiple things that's going on? The resources, the oil, Russia getting cozy with Maduro. Put your thoughts down. Defense officials confirmed it was a precision strike, but critics, they cried foul, questioning if it skirts maritime law or human rights. Legal eagles like Professor Luke Moffat argued non-lethal options should come first. Still, Trump doubled down. We knew exactly where the drugs came from, and they go straight to our kids. I think Trump should also look at the drugs in the prisons. I believe, it's my own personal opinion, that drugs are more easily available in our prisons than they are on the streets. News media doesn't talk about the drug overdoses that occur in the prisons every day. Fast forward to September 15th. Strike 2. Shorter, sharper. 3 more narco terrorists neutralized on another Venezuelan flagged boat. Cargo allegedly bound for the U.S. shores. Secretary of State Marco Rubio called it a lethal message, while Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth warned on X, "We'll track 'em, sink 'em, dismantle 'em." Venezuela Maduro regime screamed piracy, claiming the boats were just fishermen. Trump, he laughed it off in a Fox interview. "Look at the white powder all over the ocean. That's your proof." And now the big one, Strike 3. Just yesterday on September 19th, U.S. naval assets, part of that massive Southcom deployment of over 4,000 Marines and sailors, zeroed in on yet another suspect vessel. At least 5 cartel members confirmed KIA, with intel pointing to massive fentanyl haul destined for the heartland. Trump teased on Truth Social at midnight. Another win for the good guys. No more free rides for Maduro's thugs. The Pentagon is mum on specifics, weapon type, exact coordinates, but sources say it was drones and missiles. Awful expensive to take out some drug cartels. The Pentagon said it was clean and from afar. Senator Lindsey Graham hailed it as a new sheriff in town, while Ohio's Bernie Moreno added, "This saved Americans' lives." What are your thoughts? Is this justice or overreach? Supporters say yes. These strikes are choking the cartel at the source, slashing the flow of deadly synthetics that have killed over 100,000 Americans last year alone. They don't count the deaths of the drugs that's coming into the prisons, very easily into the prisons. How do you think they're getting in there? Is Trump fulfilling his pledge? warships in the Caribbean, bounties on Maduro's head, treating Venezuela not as a nation but a narco state, masquerading as one. Yeah, they're a very corrupt country. The backlash has been fierce. BBC Verify reports experts slamming it is a potentially unlawful act under the law of sea. Forces must be reasonable and necessary, they say. Human rights group worry about civilian risk. What if the fishing boat had innocents aboard? In the meantime, Caracas is rallying allies, calling it Yankee imperialism. Even in the D.C., Democrats are probing the legal basis. Where's the congressional nod? After this third strike, one thing is clear. The U.S. is drawing the line in the water. Will it stem the tide of drugs flooding our borders or spark a bigger storm? Drop your thoughts down below and put it in the comment box. Yeah, strike back with your comments. What do you think? Is this lawful or is it overreach? Thank you very much for watching. Please like, please share, and subscribe. Make sure you're still subscribed. I noticed that the AI has been unsubscribing people again. Yeah, they need to fix that. Stay vigilant, stay safe, and thank you again, and God bless y'all.